At the outset, I congratulate the ELETS organization for having put together a very relevant and an important subject to deliberate. And then I also thank them for having invited me to share some of my thoughts and share the perspective Flanders as the case study. Well, let's take a step back and understand a little bit of where is Flanders and what it is. Flanders is a region within Belgium, centrally located. And as for the Constitution of Belgium, it's a regionalized country. Regions are more powerful. You can see the left side is the yellow color one is the Flemish region, which constitutes about 60% of the population and 80 to 82% of Belgian exports. And Brussels capital region contributes about 10% of the population and 2% of the Belgian exports. And the other one is a Walloon region, which contributes about 30% of the population and 16% of the Belgian exports. Now, as you can see here, Flanders region is a very profound economic region in Belgium and at the center of Europe. As part of our constitution, the regions, as I mentioned, have been empowered to have the foreign trade. As part of that, each regional government has constituted an organization for promotion of trade and industry. Flanders region has constituted Flanders Investment in Trade to promote the trade and attract investments. Now, what we do there is basically bring in the technology, products and services from Flanders region to elsewhere in the world, and also to attract investments into the Flanders region of Belgium. So we have a network of offices. We have 69 offices worldwide. We have 3 offices in India. Bangalore, I had the office in Bangalore for south of India. We have other 2 offices in Mumbai and also in New Delhi. Now, what do? We are a strong local partner for you in order to look at Flanders as a region to position yourself as a market access for Europe, or it could be that you are looking at bringing in products from there as well. So our activity to you is free of charge, confidential information providing. We have an office headquartered in Flanders region with 69 offices, as I mentioned to you, and we give you a very, let's say, tailor-made information to you based on your inquiry. Now, what are the sectoral strengths of Flanders? You have capital equipment, logistics, aerospace, food processing, healthcare, and manufacturing. I'm going to dwell a little bit more on the healthcare in a while from now. More importantly, Flanders region is a hidden treasure. There are many hidden treasures of Flanders region that you can think of. Let's try and see some of these. We are very centrally located in Europe. What, from a business point of view or a technology point of view, what are the basic views that we look at is the strategic location and nearness to the decision-making point. Now, from that point of view, Flanders is very well strategically located geographically in Europe, and also it is at the center of decision-making. The decision-makers are just next door. You have the world's customs house agent based in office based in Brussels. You have the European Union. You have NATO. So all of these multilateral agencies and the organizations which mean to you for addressing the European market are based in Flanders region of Belgium. Central location, as I mentioned to you, NATO, EU headquarters. Because of this, there are logistical centers which are based in the Flanders region of Belgium. From Flanders region of Belgium, you also have an access to almost about 67% of the GDP of Europe by being at the center, which is a one-day market. You can reach your customer within a day and come back. So, very, very centrally located with a capitalization of access of 67% of the European GDP, also about 53% of the population of the European Union. Now, Now what we call this as a blue banana. You see, this is called a blue banana, access to several countries within Europe. Be it UK, Netherlands, Germany, Switzerland, Italy, France, Luxembourg. So we are very, very centrally located. From here, from Flanders, you can actually have the access to 80% of the purchasing power within the EU. Now, let's have a look at the healthcare system in Belgium, which is one of the, in the top of Europe, so there is nothing much in the top 3, 4. So we are at the top 4 of the healthcare system in Europe. Flanders as a region runs on a mandatory insurance scheme, what we popularly know as a social security system, with premium automatically deduced from individual's salary, reimbursement of up to 70% of the healthcare costs, and foreign nationals can choose between national health system or the private one. It also boasts of a very, very important logistical center, Brussels Airport, which is the world's first CE4 pharma certified community, where also gives you an access from an Indian perspective. You can also look at these from a vaccines point of view, or generic pharma, where you can see that an access to African market and also to redistribution within the European Union. Within Flanders, it's clearly the hotspot of the healthcare industry in Europe. It has an embedded life science innovation ecosystem, home to pioneering university hospitals and also research groups. You recently heard about the Janssen pharmaceutical, which is one of the major strengths of Flanders region of Belgium. So the ecosystem of healthcare in Flanders gives about life sciences, medical technology, pharmaceuticals, medical biotechnology, many of these aspects. This is because of the traditional inventions that have taken place out of Flanders region of Belgium. See, the contraceptive pill was invented in Flanders region of Belgium. The body mass index was invented in Belgium. Imodium was invented in Belgium. And the neoprene synthetic rubber was invented in Flanders region of Belgium. And also the sodium carbonate was invented. So you can see that these have extensive usages in the healthcare and the bioscience field. So this is where the Flemish healthcare inventions have played a major role in trying to build the healthcare ecosystem, which is now the current one, which is also now you have the first command center for medical drones. Now, from old traditional inventions to the current day, you have since the autumn 29, you have the drones buzzing around within the Flanders region for taking many of the medical applications. So also Fibri check, which is again one of the cardiac medical device, which is also invented in Belgium, Flanders. So there are personalized medicines, Flanders Care, Flanders Health, which has many bridging technologies for healthcare development. Projects worth more than 10 million euros annually in the sector. The segments that we can think of are the biomarker discovery, validation of early onset detections, data gathering and analysis, digital modeling, prediction of medical interventions, smart implants, advanced manufacturing techniques for personalized drugs and prostheses, AI diagnosis, smart logistics for cell therapy. So these are some of the current day cutting edge areas where the research is being done and applications are being worked out. Traditionally also, and I think you have several brand names of Janssen, you have SmithKline Beecham, so all the pharma companies which have established themselves in Belgium, medical equipment, medical technologies. Say another company by name Materialize is a 3D printing company which has extensively working on the, let's say, medical technology. We recently helped one of the cardiac surgeons to help save a child by printing a 3D printed heart wall. So in India, of course. So these are some of the applications that we create social impact by bringing in these Flemish cutting-edge technologies into the community. So life sciences industry in Flanders, this is a vibrant life science hotspot within Europe. These are some of the big pharma companies that you can think of: Novartis, Janssen, Pfizer, all of these companies you can think of. Then the other red biotech. So biotechnology is another mainstay from university support, right? It could be University of Ghent, there is a tropical diseases center in Antwerp. So you have large amount of research in biotech and big pharma coexistence in Flanders region of Belgium. Also talking of several medtech and micro and nano electronics for health, IMEC is another semiconductor research center where they do deep research in several areas in medical applications. They also have, let's say, cochlear implants research center based in Leuven. So you have a fair amount of medical equipments, technologies in the medical and pharma sector. Bringing in advanced microscopies, medical imaging, digital imaging, biochips, active implants, all of these some of the areas in the cardiac applications and the other areas. So basically Flanders is in the forefront of the medical technology and the biotechnology area, second in clinical trials per capita in Europe, first in speed of approvals for the phase 1 worldwide, which has about 167 hospitals and 7 university hospitals which work in these areas. So I'm just giving you a footprint of the innovation space in the medical technology in the area of biomedical area. In terms of healthcare ecosystem, that you have Flanders Bio, MedTech, DSP Valley, and the Flanders Innovation and Entrepreneurship and Flanders Health, which constitutes basically a big policy document called as Flanders Care, which we promote. So to serve it all, you have several research institutes and universities like Flanders Institute of Biotechnology, IMEC, Leuven Research Development, Ghent University. These are some of the research and universities that are present. You also have several incubators, accelerators, and innovation centers. Say you have the Johnson & Johnson Innovation Center based out of there, where probably what you presented may have been researched there. So for all we know. So some of these areas have huge amount of support from the Flanders government, and then also there is an organized cluster initiative. Now you have the MedTech, Flanders Bio. These are some of the cluster initiatives that we have. So I've tried to give you a small overview of the existence of universities. What is the historical importance of the medical technology within Flanders? And then I think we, as Flanders Investment and Trade, are here to support your initiatives, be it research, be it technology, co-creation, or market access anywhere. We have 3 offices in India, so feel free to contact us either today or anytime later on. So we are here to support your initiatives in working together with us. So thank you very much once again, and all the very best.